Hello everyone, it's September the 3rd, 5 p.m. waiting for futures to open, and we are currently looking at the ES, which for the most part has been holding its gains that we put in since June. Okay, we've hit the highs of March, April, and we've been basically moving sideways. Our EMAs are right by price. We did make a few stabs at a move higher, but bears gained a little bit of control, and bulls wound up finishing the day positive on Friday. Our last pivots are from this August high, or August low, up to the August high. Okay, and we're sitting currently right at the 382. So we still look pretty strong. We're still in this uptrending wedge. Okay, and we could conceivably come down to the 50% level at 1387.27. We have the shorter term period moving averages rolling over a bit and could pass through the 20 period shortly. Okay, the green line. Looks like the 3 period has already done that on Friday. So I'd be watching this sideways consolidation this week. Basically a little flag pattern. And look for a possible point right here to move down to 1387.27. Obviously, the other news that's on the table is that the Fed continues to say that the quantitative easing has helped the economy, and the Fed stands ready to act if necessary. So there's no surprises there. He also had nothing to say about the breakout in gold, treasuries, the support test on the dollar, which we'll look at now, or the high price of oil. Spiders, Ichimoku chart, we can see that we have this level up here, this volume at price Kirby shelf that we're continuing to stay above. We have Chiku above price. We have price just below Tikken and just above Kijun. So, and both of these are uptrending except for the Tikken, which is pretty much flat as you would expect. It's indicating that there's lower volatility right now and that prices are moving sideways. Alright, note the Kumo is moving higher. Okay, still trending higher. And we're still inside of this wedge. The Russell 2000 IWM, we still have support in this area here. Okay. We have Kijun right below price. We're in this nice pattern, tight pattern. Chiku is above price, and the same here. We have this volume shelf that we haven't managed to make it back above. We tested it once, and we're looking for either a move lower off of this or a move higher. Okay, so that's IWM. We have key support here, obviously, with the Kumo in this area, the 7850 to 7855, 60, 7850 to 7860 level. All right, so that's your support level on the IWM right in this area here. Okay, that's pretty strong support with flat span A and span B. US dollar point and figure support and resistance levels. The green line is 81.26. We briefly dropped down below that on Friday and we bounced back up. Okay, note our EMAs are turning down. The 50 period MA is flat, but the 20 period has turned down and looks like it's headed for the 100 period unless something happens to make that turn. But for the momentum alone, it looks like it's going to go and give us a bearish cross through the 50 period and the 100 period. I already went through the 50, sorry, through the 100 period on the daily. If we lose this week, look for the 80, 50, 80, 48 level, this horizontal here, as a point and figure level. Also an area in March that we briefly test it and then move back down lower through. So I'll be watching 80.50 and the 81.26 level this week on the dollar. As the dollar goes lower, obviously oil and gold will move higher, and precious metals. We also have a Fibonacci level, which I don't show here, but 618 is right around 80.60, 80.70. So that's right at this point and figure level as well. So I think we're going to test this 80.50 level in short order. Okay, relative strength is down below 50%, and it's currently trending a little bit higher, though I don't show it here on this chart. Gold had quite a spectacular move on Friday out of this flag on a decent amount of volume. If we go over to the regular chart where stochastics and MACD, we can see we're trending higher there, as one would expect, but we're overbought on the stochastics. So keep an eye on your MACD. MACD, a lot of times, if it continues to move higher, it can indicate that we can get embedded on the stochastics. Note this volume shelf here that we're above, and we're above this trend line. Okay, that goes back a ways in this descending wedge. Okay, so gold is looking pretty decent. Oil looks pretty much the same. We flagged, came down to the 20 period. Bollinger Bands are constricting. MACD is flattening out with stochastics trending down somewhat, but you could view this as a bullish divergence in a way, because stochastics is trending down and price is managing to stay above the 10 period moving average on oil. Okay, I have some scans currently that are running, but for the most part what I'll be watching for tomorrow is to see what are the most actives on the New York Stock Exchange and the NASDAQ for trades. I am trading mostly short-term swings. I do have Delta, which is a short. Note that we had a little bounce off of this lower trend line and an oversold territory. The only reason why I'm still short via puts, December 8 puts on this particular position, is because of the large positions, plus 20,000, 23,000 on the open interest. That traded the Friday before last to open these positions. So I'll keep an eye on this in reference to this note that I posted on 8/23 from Option Hawk. Okay, so I'm keeping an eye on this, and we'll trade Delta accordingly. I'm also in AXP with a long swing. Okay, currently watching this daily Keltner Bollinger Band signal. I'm waiting for this to break out. It already did this on the 30 and the 60 minute. On the 30th, okay, we had a nice breakout here, and we trended higher. We've been long since the 50, it was 56.80, I think, 56.80 area, when GTO had mentioned that he was a little reluctant that he had sold. Okay, and then of course the 60 minute also blew up, and we've trended higher ever since. The daily Ichimoku, we had this downtrending triangular pattern that we have broken out of, okay, on decent volume on Friday, and we moved above that level. So my next level is the medium part of this triangle, measured move. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at for a target short term, is the 60 level. Okay, that's AXP. I'm also in MHR. I have common, and I also, no, I'm just having common on this one. Okay, so I looked at this as being a Kumo breakout, and we failed a little bit, cruised down to almost down to Kijun, and we're still positive on decent volume. Okay, so I'm watching the MHR for a move higher as well. Also have RIG, We're looking decent here. It's a Kirby shelf that I noted. Okay, Chico is above price right here. And I'm looking for this small consolidation to resolve to the upside, especially if the dollar trends down to that 80.48 level that we pointed out earlier. Okay. I'm also in Toll Brothers. I have some LEN, LEN, and also some KBH. Okay, so that's what I'm trading for the week. Remember to use your stops. I hope this helped, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.